Hello and welcome to this week's Curriculum Connections video for the undergraduate Stage 1 trainees here at Bradford College. It's week 2 of the placement, but week 4 in schools due to the ITAP weeks. This week's big question that students should be focusing on is, what does learning look like in my classroom or setting? As always, there's the key documentation, and most of the things I'm talking about come from the weekly breakdown Stage 1, which you can, as always, find on the Placement Moodle site, and here's the login here. This week, if for students in the early years, you'll be expected to plan and teach 2 adult-led activities, and this could be in tandem with your expert colleague. When you are not engaged in leading your planned activities, it is expected you will support children in both indoor and outdoor provision. This could include playing alongside your learners, watching how they learn, engaging, asking relevant questions, etc., supporting the provision in the unit. If you're in Key Stage 1 and 2, you'll plan and teach a minimum of 1 English, which could include phonics, and 1 math session this week. This can include working with a small group or be a part of the lesson. If you're feeling confident enough, some whole class teaching can start to be appropriate as we move more to independence throughout the placement, but it's still in conjunction with the support of your class teacher. During the contact time in the class, you're expected to support children with their learning. So other than your PPA and your CPD time, you will be and obviously your own teaching, you will be expected to support the learning. And as always, whether you're in early years or Key Stage 1, you'll be completing your weekly reflection. I've just popped a little note about SATs because obviously things could look a little bit different in year 6 or in year 2 if you're doing the optional SATs. And that's where the students have been asked to support. So it might mean that some of these directed tasks and some of the teaching may have to get moved into other weeks, and we would expect them to be able to support in the SATs if that's what you want, or to cover. As always, for the students though, we've asked to make sure they've been fully briefed in how to support in the tests. If you are in year 6 as a student, I would recommend you email your lead mentor just to remind them that your Abiasa may look a little bit different. Remember, it should be in your Abiasa weekly reflection on what you've done that week and trying to catch up with any teaching in subsequent weeks. Planning this week. You must present a detailed individual lesson plan for your observed lesson, and this must be uploaded to Abiasa. For any other teaching that you do that week, you would still be expecting to plan and resource it. The expectation is just it doesn't have to go on Abiasa. As it says in bullet point 3, though, I would save it somewhere easy, well labelled, in case your lead mentor requires to see some more planning. Your class teacher or school mentor may need access to provide guidance. You may be asked to share your lesson planning with your class teacher, school mentor, or lead mentor at any point throughout your school experience. So that's the bare minimum on Abiasa, but we may ask for more planning, so do make sure it's there. So this week, the class teacher or school mentor is to carry out the weekly observation, and this should be uploaded to Abiasa. Remembering not all of the core competencies may be able to be commented on if you're only watching a small part of the lesson or with a group, and that's fine. You would fill the observation performer in to the extent that you've observed. Conduct a weekly meeting or to review the observation. Might need some help with them setting targets, making sure they're smart, timely and achievable. Ensure that the trainee is aware of what they will be expected to teach in the following week and that they have appropriate access to the planning and resources. The lead mentor may conduct an in-person compliance check this week or next. And again, the lead mentor should be in touch to arrange this with you. The school mentor should contact the lead mentor if there are significant concerns about a trainee's professional conduct or performance. Remember that early intervention is crucial so we can put support in place, and your lead mentor is the person you would reach out for if you've got any concerns. Lead mentors this week, you'll be expected to complete checkpoint 2 by the end of the week, and that's to check that the ICs are completed by the mentor and the trainee. A weekly email wellbeing and support check-in, and Abiasa check uploaded induction task booklet. That should be on there now from the students' induction week, and the directed task and the development record for this week. Directed tasks for the students. Managing behaviour in your school will be informed by the school's policy, and it is important that as a teacher, you're fully aware of the expectations of that policy. Make time to review the behaviour policy of your school or setting. Take some notes about what you feel to be the most important parts of the policy. This should be really putting it into action. We've done a lot of work on this in ITAPS. There might be an overlap, so don't reinvent the wheel if you've already done this. Just a brief mention in your weekly reflection would be fine. How does this align with the principles in theory discussed with your centre-based training here at college? And as it says there, reflect in your weekly reflection. Observation of the expert colleagues in your school. Across the week, use the structured observation form to observe a minimum of 2 lessons delivered by an expert colleague. Please ensure that at least one of the lesson observations is focused on the behaviour management of the children in the classroom. Please ensure your completed structured observation forms are uploaded to Abiasa for lead mentors to check. The ITAPs. Just firstly, a massive thank you to all our placement schools for supporting them with the tasks. The students came back buzzing on the Friday last week to share all they'd learned, and they were really excited to dig deeper into professionalism and professional behaviours this week. And I look forward to seeing them Friday because I'm filming this today on Thursday. Students, please can you upload the completed booklet by the end of the day next Friday for lead mentors to check. So at the end of this week, please can you upload the ITAP booklet. As always, any questions, first reach out to your lead mentor, but if it's anything Lucy and I can answer, please don't hesitate to get in touch.